8 signs you are begging for love without realizing it. Have you ever found yourself reminding someone to love you, to notice you, to give you attention, to choose you, while they barely lift a finger in return? Have you ever cried in silence, holding on to someone who made you feel like a burden instead of a blessing? If so, you may already know the painful reality of begging for love without even realizing it. It doesn't always look like begging. You may call it effort, loyalty, or sacrifice. But when love becomes one-sided, when you are the only one carrying the weight, it stops being love and turns into survival. And survival is not what your heart was created for. Real love is never begged for. It is given freely, naturally, and joyfully. Anything less is not love. It is tolerance, pity, or manipulation dressed as affection. So many people remain stuck in relationships where they are not cherished, not valued, and not genuinely wanted. They confuse tolerance, pity, or occasional attention with true affection. But love should never feel like you are chasing crumbs. Let's dig deep into this together. What it really means to beg for love, the hidden ways you may be doing it without realizing, and why you deserve so much more. Before we talk about the signs, it's important to understand the difference between real love and the illusion of love. Sometimes what you're holding on to is not love at all, but something else in disguise. 1. Tolerance. When someone is only enduring your presence instead of genuinely desiring to be with you, that's not love. They're simply waiting until something or someone better comes along. You may think they care, but in reality, they're just settling. 2. Pity. Sometimes a person stays because they feel sorry for you. They don't want to hurt you, so they stick around. But pity can never sustain a relationship. Pity doesn't fill your heart with joy. It only prolongs your pain. 3. Passive aggression. Have you ever felt guilty for simply asking for attention or affection? Some people offer crumbs of love while making you feel like a burden for wanting more. That's not love. That's emotional manipulation. When you accept tolerance, pity, or manipulation, you cheat yourself out of experiencing real, deep, and unconditional love. One of the saddest realities of relationships is that many people don't even realize when they are begging for love. They mistake effort for love, persistence for devotion, and sacrifice for connection. Here are 8 signs you're begging for love without realizing it. 1. You always have to remind them to spend time with you. Love doesn't need reminders. If you constantly have to beg for their presence,